When the New York Jets signed Mecole Hardman, wide receiver free agent from the Kansas City Chiefs, to a one-year measly $4 million contract, I was asking myself, what's the catch? Here we have a guy with track speed who had a breakout year in 2021, 700-plus yards, same trajectory last year before he got hurt, producing a bunch of touchdowns early in the season, a special teams contributor. What's going on? So to find out, you got to roll the film. I watched 8 games of Hardman between 2021 and 2022, and just to start out with some of the weaknesses, just to be straight up and manage our expectations from the player that we're getting. Number one, he's not a crisp route runner. In the least, you see a lot of rounded turns, doesn't really work back to the football the way you'd like him to. The hands are subpar, not a lot of contested catchability, and above average drop rate, more drops than you like. Doesn't really have just kind of the instincts and the feel for the position to find the soft spots in zone. And you see a lot of him and Patrick Mahomes having some conversations after some miscommunications and balls off the mark where they just weren't on the same page. So he's not really a fine-tuned, polished receiver. Also, put the ball on the ground quite a bit, 8 fumbles in 4 years with not a ton of volume. So those are some of the negatives, but I still think the positives outweigh it, especially for the price. Mecole Hardman, the speed is real. It's not just track speed. It's real football speed. And right away, the first play that I watched, he ran a shallow cross. And this is going to be huge for this offense because Nathaniel Hackett loves the mesh concept. And the first play I roll, he runs a shallow cross, and Pat Mahomes is just waiting for him to cross the face of the linebacker, which takes about a half a second because he's so dang fast. And then they pop a draw to Isaiah Pacheco. They get an 8-yard gain. And does Mecole Hardman get credit for that? No, doesn't show up on a stat sheet. I watched another play where Hardman is lined up bottom of your screen. He just runs a go ball, and he's pretty much even with the defender. Mahomes could have taken a deep shot, safety trailing over late, and then Juju Smith-Schuster runs in like a dig kind of behind it, open 13-yard first down by space that was vacated by the defense having to respect Mecole Hardman's speed. That doesn't show up on his stat sheet. And then another play where the Chiefs had run a couple of plays of the jet motion sweeps, and they ran the jet motion. Mecole Hardman ran right across the Patrick Mahomes' face. They kind of faked the pitch motion going right and then tossed it to Pacheco going left, and they got the first down. And that linebacker having to lean and shift his weight, that 1/2 a second, and maybe being a little bit late getting over to his assignment to tackle Pacheco, that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. So Mecole Hardman, his speed is going to stress the defense and really help the vertical and horizontal spacing of this offense. And far be it from me to tell Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes how to better utilize an offensive weapon, but I think Mecole Hardman should get more rushing attempts. He looks like a little third down running back. The contact balance and the acceleration through holes in the division is really, really impressive. Almost 7 yards per carry in his career. And I get it, you have Mahomes, so you probably don't want to take the ball out of his hands too much, but Hardman should be good in that role. I'd be fine with like 2 design touches for Hardman per game. He's also got a punt return touchdown, a kick return touchdown in his career. So I think he's a wide receiver 4 who's a backup slot who can do some gadget stuff and contribute on specials. Absolutely worth every bit of $4 million. But do I think he is going to crack the quote-unquote starting 3 receivers in 11 personnel over Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, or Corey Davis? Probably not. Just don't think he has the polish where you can necessarily trust him to be on time and on target and make the catch. But he is still an incredibly valuable weapon. Glad he's on the team, and we'll talk ball soon.